Hey guys, welcome back to Bordersims, and today I am making the Soapy Smiles Laundromat, which sounds like a cute name. I kind of wanted to go for a soapy kind of, I wanted the word soapy or sudsy in the name of the laundromat. So today I'm making a laundromat because I've never made a laundromat. No, there's actually a laundromat near me. Never actually use it because we have a washing machine in the house currently, and hopefully the new place we move into will have one as well because we're currently house hunting. And so I was going for an idea to have a laundromat that was kind of like, it was a big little community thing. Someone sort of owned it as their own business, and it would have a little office where they did all their work in. There'd be a large laundry-based area with a small back room that used to just house supplies and stuff, but kind of got converted into a small bathroom area when the tragedy happened. And I had a bit of trouble with the roof initially, but the whole idea for this ended up being that one person lives in this place. It's because of how small the lot is, I figured I could make the laundromat, but also make it big enough so maybe only one person lives there, kind of in solitary. And it turned out pretty good, and I was pretty pleased with how well it did. This took me half an hour to build as well. So I made sure to just speed up the video so it was about 10 minutes so I had enough content, because it was 7 minutes overall going through it. But here we are, I'm just making the base. The base looks pretty good. It does look a little bit weird on the top, the roof, but I do kind of fix it a little bit more. And I did want some big windows for the wall, so you got the big windows coming in so you can see the laundromat. And also a little office area. I accidentally moved it up then. And I was just sort of an idea to kind of make this, something small. It kind of sort of looks build-wise like a starter home almost. That's kind of sort of look it ended up going with. But it was very basic. I used those modern doors. I used that get-to-work door for the back bit. And what I did with this wall here was I cut the wall down and I put the tin, the Strangerville sort of a bunker wall on. To make it look like they kind of put some tin or I forgot what kind of material that's supposed to be, but the bunker tin wall in, just so it looked like it was brought in sort of hand put up. And then I made the bathroom look very homemade. I managed to find an outhouse toilet. I used the Strangerville shower and also the outdoors sink. So that worked pretty well. Then I made a really basic office, and I gave the office a microwave and a coffee pot to make it just so there was some way you could cook. But then the outside bit around the back is sort of where the main person lives. And here I was just putting the laundry washing machines in. And I quite like that. This is why I'm glad we got laundry day, because we're able to use these the washing machines and tumble dryers. The only issue is I wish there was an option to have really grungy broken down ones. They were maybe really low quality and broke really easily, although the dryers do break quite easily in the game. And then I just put some chairs in, people sit there and they kind of wait for their stuff while they're drying. Maybe they read a magazine or something. I did put a bin in there as well, so maybe people throw old laundry stuff away. And because it's kind of a laundromat, I kind of had to put in these laundry baskets. Maybe people bring their own sort of laundry bins with them, filled with their laundry if they live close by and they don't have access to a washing machine. So that was kind of idea. If we had laundry bags, that'd be pretty cool. The ones that you see them pick up with, that'd be kind of cool if that was if you have bags. And use the Strangerville stains, because these watermark stains really made it look like the place had run down and sort of the pipes had been damaged somehow, and all the water leaking out and ruined the linoleum flooring. I thought that worked pretty well. And maybe put in some newspapers to just try and cover up the stains, but it didn't really work. That kind of thing. And I did add cracks and graffiti. This place is very run down. I'd like to think that in the game, the tragedy happened and the world state we're going into is what's basically happened a few years down the line. A lot down the line, actually. Thinking about it. Because one of my main characters was actually... His backstory is he was conceived when the mother plan actually started to take over Strangerville. That was he's got a very specific backstory, and what I might do is I'm gonna make some I'm gonna do some reveal trailers like Borderlands. I'm gonna do some Borderlands style reveal trailers, which is gonna introduce the 4 main characters of the show. Because I've got 4 characters all sorted out. They've all got very distinct titles for them, and they've all got stories that they'll be going through. and they'll be in specific locations. Like one's going to be Strangeville, one in Oasis Springs, and 2 are actually going to be in San Myshuno. And I'm working on sort of putting, because what I might do is I'm going to focus on building up Oasis Springs and Strangeville. San Myshuno might show a couple episodes, like maybe there's this really cool spaceport idea I have that after I saw a couple being built, and I kind of want to make like a cool big like uptown kind of, what the hell is that tower called in Overwatch? Now arriving at the tower that's supposed to be in China. There's like a market area, and I kind of want that, but like a big rooftop kind of one. Big rooftop market. I've literally forgotten what the name of that tower is, and it's killing me and irritating me that I can't figure out the name, and I can hear the goddamn woman from Overwatch like in my head. Lijiang Tower, that was it. Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. I want to do like a kind of Lijiang Tower market area in San Myshuno, which I'd totally do a build for. Del Sol Valley I'm working on. That's going to be super skeevy. Del Sol Valley I'm going to turn to like the skeeviest, slummy place ever. Which is gonna, there'll be movies, but they're not gonna be reputable movies. I'm just basically, that entire area is just gonna be not safe for work. So you won't be able to go there very much, and I might need to download the Hoe It Up mod, but depending on how mature I make this series, I might have to be careful with it, because some of the content mods are quite immature, especially some of the sacrificial stuff. Extreme violence and Hoe It Up are pretty bad, in terms of the fact that they're very mature. Not bad, because I haven't actually used them. I had downloaded his Passionate Romance mod, and that's actually a pretty fun one. The selfies you can take are super cute. And here I am, just sort of building in. The office I kind of liked because you had that really old-ass computer from, which is an unlock for the writing career, and also the little boxes and the get-to-work cabinets from the police station. I thought those looked pretty cool. And here I make this, like, really sort of, it was like a sort of bathroom that was kind of just put together in a very like short space of time, and I had trouble with the mirror, so I couldn't think what mirror would work for this situation. I thought maybe that like handmade mirror, but then I went with that one that you just put on the wall. And then I started working on the outside here. And the outside here I put like a cooler thing out here to make a little they have somewhere to eat, and also I put a tent out here, like they live in the tent, and a little fire pit, and I think I gave him a chair as well, and a drum. The drum from Jungle Adventure, which you can barbecue on. I thought that works pretty well. Like, it's his little, like, this is where he just eats and sleeps, this area. And they sort of used the inside to have, like, a little half-assed bathroom and uses, like, the computer in there to maybe do some work. And I sort of just made it very grungy, like, this place is now destitute. It's very hard to make, like, it look really bad and really sort of old. But I think I worked pretty well, because it looks like it's been derelict for a few years now, and it's sort of just fallen into disrepair pretty badly. Which is kind of what Oasis Springs is going to be like. A lot of the other houses, like other neighborhoods, I'm struggling with. Like, I'm going to try and turn Forgotten Hollow into a proper, like, vampire lair thing, or a literal tourist trap, as I call it. Brindleton Bay is going to be kind of very industrial, made like, I might make a load of warehouse-based houses. And I'm not sure what to do with Willow Creek and Newcrest. And, yeah, so Magnolia Promenade, I don't know what to do with there. That whole area is just too green and suburban-y for post-apocalypse. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm going to think of something, because, you know, this is a pretty fun, like, project to work with. And I just put, like, a bunch of cardboard and, like, little bits of, like, newspaper and stuff everywhere out here. Like, it all just kind of got there. Maybe someone, like, passed by very short, like, quickly, and they left all their cardboard and stuff behind, and then I just killed all the grass to make it look really just sort of, the grass has been dying, it's not been taken care of properly, the place is just like, it's just awful, and a lovely ironic name of it being the Soapy Smiles Laundromat, because that sounds like, in its heyday it was probably like a really good place to go, and a really cool little community lot for people to go to, do their laundry, catch up with each other, and now it's just depressing and only one person lives there. So that was the idea I have for that. I have got like a whole bunch of pictures as well of that. And I did put in the Strangeville cacti and just some rocks, and it works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And it does look quite like, it does look very run down and destitute, which I quite liked. And then the issue I had here was I couldn't put them on the outside, but I put them on the inside to literally just put all the posters up to cover the windows so no one knew who was inside. That was the kind of idea I was going helpful with that one. You can see now that it's all finished and it's looking good. And all I had to do then was just quickly put some roof trim on, and I went with the green one, and then used the green corrugated thing. Kind of looks like there's moss growing in, which is pretty cool. And now you can see all the photos here of the outside, the inside. I did use an evening shot for one of the pictures, and also everything else was all taken in the daytime. So this is on the gallery. There's no CC involved whatsoever, so you can download it without needing any CC, which is good. And it'll be on there. My next project, I'm going to be making a diner called The Grinder, so keep an eye out for that video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Bordersims. Bye bye now.